Hey everybody, thanks for watching Be Better Golf. Click the subscribe button, it really helps the channel. Today I'm here with partner in crime here, Tony. How are you?
Good, how are you? Good to see you again.
We're at the WinStar Golf Academy, about to start our Be Better Golf School. Really excited about that. Came in a little bit early, Tony, to do some videos for his channel that you can see on YouTube. Just type in Tony Lutek Golf. Don't even need to type in golf. I think he's the only Tony Lutek on YouTube. Come on over, Bill. So, and then also we're hanging out here with Bill Knodel, who is a master instructor here, the lead instructor at WinStar Golf Academy. Okay, but we're getting into what's going to make you guys a better golfer. And that's the whole reason that you watch the channel. And we're getting into that now. Tony, we were just talking about how you and I have a similar issue in our swings, where we're making pretty good moves back, pretty good moves even in transition, which is usually where the horrible problems are. But now we're getting a little locked up at the ball. So tell us about that issue as far as, like, you know, Billy Horschel and John Rahm, a lot of people, they're open at impact, and both of us are a little too much down here.
We're stuck here, and I mean, thanks to Bill throwing us throwing my swing on gears, and
in that room there's a gears system
and feet together in a regular stance, and pointed it out it's obviously that, you know, I was looking at hand path and just checking everything. Everything looks great to right about here. Then all of a sudden, you know, and even right to about impact, everything's looking good. But you can kind of see from that point on, these guys are still moving through. And so when we look at that sequence of the arms, body, and club, I basically have, part of it school, I've forgotten the body through the ball.
Yeah.
And so that's the biggest thing, is can we get the body through the ball? You know, everyone gets so concerned about keeping the head down and trying to see it there. Well, ours aren't designed to see the speed of this club hitting the ball. So it's only working about 18 to 25 frames per second, our eyes, but until we get to, like, I don't know, 500 frames per second, we really don't know what the club is doing. So this idea of getting through the shot, and what we saw in the graphs is the peak acceleration or the steepness of those graphs is this body rotation, especially the upper body rotation, the thoracic rotation, getting through the shot. And you kind of just see that with all the great players.
Well, let's do it here since we have the technology. Let's just walk into the gears room for a second. Okay.
So when we look at the
so this is a tour pro here. This is Tony.
Yep. So when we look at transition, everything's looking pretty normal. But when we start looking at what's happening from about here through the ball, okay, still doesn't look too bad, but we're already seeing how this is staying down, how I'm staying down here. You can see the head is staying down. Upper body's not rotating. The legs are staying there. The right side's not getting through the shot. And we see this with the tour players. So when we start looking at this peak, we got this orange line right here.
So rib cage for Tony is this pink, and then for this tour player winner is orange. And look how steep, and where it's the so go to where it's the steepest, which is about that dashed line, maybe. Tony?
Let's see. There's well, it's still accelerating. So when we start looking at, we're looking at the distance from here, the change from here to here. So when we look at that, how steep that line is, that is the change of acceleration. So these guys are still moving through the shot. They're not decelerating their body through the shot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's what happens. So Bill, in a what to do thing, if somebody has this problem, so well, Tony has this problem. So what are you going to tell him to do?
One of the worst pieces of golf advice ever uttered was keep your head down, because when you're keeping your head down, especially after impact, all it does is slow all the body rotation down. And so I try to get my students, to just feel like they're actually tracing the ball with their eyes. So if they, after they're hitting their shot, I'm like, chase the ball, look at it with your eyes, which will allow your head to rotate, and then your body can continue to accelerate. You know, and also when you get the club halfway down, when the arms are back in front of our body, in order for that club face to square really well and make sure it accelerates the most, the body has to be continually rotating and going around in that circle. So when you see most of the best ball strikers, they all look like this as they come through, where the club's still out in front of them, but the body is really cleared and opened up a lot. And so that's really, really important as far as hitting the ball straight, not only far, but straight too.
All right, Tony, well, let's try that. Let's try tracing the ball with your eyes, a bit of this David Duvall look here. See, this is me hitting the speed ball, which is interesting because of how open my body is, huh, Bill?
Yes.
When it's not like this when I'm hitting my driver, but that's a good thing to chase. Okay.
Okay, here we go, man. So we're gonna just try to just capture it and look at it out there. And I mean, I could even tell that was late. And the other thing that I saw on the system is, and again, it's this forward and under motion that they have to make. They're not staying back, they're not staying centered, so they're really getting into that lead leg and allowing themselves to move forward and under.
Under what?
From this angle, it's under their body.
Okay.
You know, just kind of that spine tilt.
Rather than most people would be backing over.
Back, and then they kind of get more rotation this way because they've been told to rotate the hips.
Or hang back.
Yeah, hang back.
Yeah.
So it's really more of an tossing it underhand.
Okay.
And getting this joint, and that was like what Bill was saying, is getting this whole right side through. If I want to get my arms through the ball, my hand is swinging, but I'm really not getting my arm through it. I'm just flipping my hand. Here's my shoulder joint. I got to move my whole right side in order to get through the shot.
All right, let's see a good one.
Let's see.
That looked better.
Well, you're getting there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good ball
I mean,
there.
that was really the first time I felt like my whole right side got through the shot.
Almost like you had to take a step afterward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Going
I'd be
that way.
curious to see what that looks like because it feels like
The numbers were very good. 200-yard, what is that, 5-iron?
4.
Yeah, that's really good.
Not bad for an old man. Been sitting in front of a computer all year. And see, that feels totally different through the ball. It feels like I'm trying to get here as soon as possible.
Ah, so go to your transition, Tony. And your motor control from that point is not the ball.
No,
It's
I'm actually like, Bill's got this cone and these targets out there. I'm actually trying to pick out.
no
I'm
problem.
trying to pick out that target in front of me and trying to look at that target as soon as possible.
Ah,
Yeah.
all right. Well, now I got to try it. So you're here, Tony, and you're.
Nothing just changes other than just trying to get everything out there.
Oh yeah, money.
No, it's pure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, think
Because
about
usually
the
I'm
target.
like so ball bound.
Yeah.
The target's out
Usually
there.
I'm so ball bound and everything that I'm like here. That was so good.
And so for me, it was weird because it was like I heard Kepka talk about this. He goes, there's times where 5 seconds he's gone black. You know, his mind is just cleared out completely, and he couldn't tell you what happened.
Yeah.
And for the first time ever, this disappeared. This part of the swing totally disappeared.
Yeah, there was a transition, and then you're watching it.
And then all of a sudden the ball's out there.
Yeah.
And by just kind of shifting my focus out there, and shifting the visual aspect of it, it was weird.
Yeah, I like that, Tony.
Jeez. I'm gonna keep that one.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching. You can find Bill here at the WinStar Golf Academy, right on the Texas-Oklahoma border.
Great place.
Find Tony at Inside the Golf Lab, and find me here on Be Better Golf. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.